going to be completely honest here when I say that I don't really know what this video is supposed to be about, what it's for, who it's for. So for those of you who don't know, I just recently moved to Colorado about 8 days ago, and it's been a little weird, I'm gonna say. It's been kind of weird. I kind of got up on a whim and decided to move here without doing a lot of research. And I'm I'm here, and it's actually really cool. I got here in October. When I'm posting this, it's fall, so it's actually pretty interesting. It's one of the weirdest things for me is kind of realizing that it's not that hard to kind of just like get up and move somewhere. It's windy. It's really not terribly difficult to just kind of like get up and move anywhere. Every time I make a decision that's kind of crazy on paper, it's kind of just a constant reminder that like we can actually literally, like, not to be cliche, but we could literally actually do whatever we wanted most of the time. I mean, obviously there's some financial constraints and other things like that, but most of the time it's like anxiety and fear that kind of gets us to not do these things. And I'm slowly realizing how easy it is to just kind of do them and not really care too much, as long as there's like a financial plan. Like, can I afford that? Does it make sense? Will I have a job there? And then you like, if you can answer those questions, it's like, just go. I don't know. I've never been a really big family person, so I think that's why it's been very easy for me to kind of make these decisions, to kind of just move to random places and not really get too scared about what the future holds. I mean, I literally got here 8 days ago, knowing not a single person. And I don't know, it's not that hard to make friends, I guess. Like, eventually, for me at least, it's not that hard for me to make friends, especially when you move to a place where like everyone's a photographer, everyone hikes, everyone's into this kind of stuff that I enjoy. You're gonna find friends. I just find that so many times from a lot of like your family and your parents and your friends, coworkers, like you hear a lot of like, what, or I would never do that, or oh, that's gonna be a pain in the ass to get all your stuff in a U-Haul, or like, there's such small problems like relative to like moving to a place you've always wanted to live in. It really is. There's so many people, and like obviously everyone's entitled to their own opinions, and all their opinions should be respected in that way. But for me, there's a lot of people out there that I know that kind of want to do similar things as me, but don't, because they're scared, and then they just hear nothing. But I'm not saying I'm special or I'm crazy or oh, there's no other people like Jesse out there, but like there aren't a lot of people. The majority of people don't do these things. The majority of people don't move around. Like, yes, there are enough of them out there to where you're not special just because you travel, but like it's very easy to kind of just hear the negative sides of everything. So what I did is I moved from Louisiana, found a job as a marketing analyst for a tech company, and it's in Colorado, and I've always wanted to live here. It was kind of one of those things. The one place I will say, like, don't just get up and move to would probably be like New York or something, or like a really rich part of LA. But like all these other places that are relatively affordable, just go. It's not that hard. I got up from Louisiana, and I just found a place to live. I looked for some roommates on Facebook Marketplace, and I found one, and now I live here. Didn't meet them beforehand, just did like a Zoom call, and I was like, all right, yeah, the rent's affordable, let's send it. So the reason why I moved here was because I love landscape photography, and it really did suck living in Louisiana. I made it work. I'm not gonna sit here and say like if you live somewhere shitty and you can't leave to give up. No, like get your ass up and get your ass out there. There's always pictures to be taken. But it was really tough for me to want to kind of hike and camp in these crazy places and wait till sunrise or sunset to get that like perfect shot. And now that I'm actually finally here, it's all gonna be pretty possible now. And it's not something that's always been possible. That's kind of the reasoning behind. Like, I didn't just say, fuck it, flip a coin, let's see where I end up. Like, I had reasoning to want to live here. I was in a place in Louisiana that didn't have any pretty things to look at, and then also didn't have a city. And that sucked. That really drove me insane. Couldn't really find a lot of people out there that I could relate to in terms of like my work ethic or just wanting to nerd out. Like, yeah, some people in Louisiana can nerd out, and yes, I'm just saying it wasn't like, it was few and far between. When in bigger cities like this, it's a lot easier to find people that are a little bit more serious. And I kind of wanted to be surrounded by people I felt like I could relate to. Every single day I was like mad. I was mean, I wasn't pleasant to be around. And for those of you who know me, you know how I get when I'm unhappy. I was unhappy. Like legitimately, for the first time in my life. And I'm used to like being that go-getter and like, oh nope, I get what I want, I go out and get it, I go do what I figure out what I need to get done, and I do it, and I figure it out, and I don't stop till it's done. And that was the first time in my life where I wasn't in control, and I didn't like it at all. And the lack of control could be cool if it's like a wild ride, but it wasn't. It was a very boring, slow ride. And I just couldn't do it anymore. I wanted to sprint and everyone was at a walking pace and there was nothing I could do. And that drove me insane. Like really, really insane. Since moving here, I think I was in that mindset for so long that it's taking me a little bit of time to kind of like realize that I'm out of the situation now. It's like I'm still in a negative mindset, I think, and I'm trying to snap out of it. But yeah, like I don't have any reason to be there anymore in that mindset, and I think it's just taken me a second to kind of slowly like enjoy yourself and like get used to being happy again and get used to like actually enjoying what you do and get out there, meet people and network and go to Denver and do street photography there, make some friends out there. I'm gonna take my drone out. I've been looking at a lot of like, I've been really rusty on the drone stuff, so I'm trying to get that out. Now that I actually have things to look at, like this is 6 minutes from my house. I know this isn't insane, but like, let me show you. This isn't crazy, but like, there's so many things we can do here. And it's just a little park. And yeah, this is very normal for a lot of people, but for where I was living, this was not accessible. So yeah, I think the moral of the story is we're only getting older. And there's actually a lot of cool shit to do in the world. And sometimes it just takes a change of scenery. Not just change of scenery just for the idea of change, but like to actually put yourself in a better situation. And that's why I'm here. That's what I'm doing here now. That's what I did. And this is part one of the journey. My hikes are gonna kind of hopefully speed up the process of me snapping out of the negative mindsets that I've been in for the last, 5 years? Yeah, that's step one, is get back out, start recording my adventures, start getting out there before the sun rises, be the first person out there, watch the fucking sunrise, drink my coffee, be cold as shit, but it doesn't matter because it's cool. Get my drone out and just exist in a better place. Like, not to sound like a hippie or anything, not that there's anything bad, but like just gotta get out there and exist. It's really tough to be happy when you don't kind of follow what you enjoy. Like, it's super okay to be selfish when you're young. So yeah, I think today I just kind of wanted to rant for myself, really. It's like a self-reflection, but also a video, I think. I've been growing my beard out. I kind of look like shit, I'm not gonna lie. It's not a good beard. It is not a good beard. But you know what? I live in Colorado now. I live in Beardland. So I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want. Because it doesn't matter. I hope there's like at least one coherent thought in this entire video. I've just been ranting. Oh, fuck.